Fashion is a game of one-upmanship. Otherwise, people wouldn't be dressing like this. But when it comes to bottoms, most of us gravitate to our trusty old jeans and chinos, which, if you notice, is what 99% of the population is wearing. Call it a fashion blind spot or playing it safe, either way, jeans and chinos are a dime in a dozen. Don't get me wrong, they still have a place in your wardrobe, but what else do you wear for the days where you want to spice up your bottoms with something equally hard-wearing and presentable? A pair so versatile that even the founder of Engineered Garments treats them like jeans. A pair as old as this guy? Well, full credit to the American military-industrial complex, for without them, we wouldn't have the fatigue pants, aka the OG 107 pants, Baker pants, or utility pants, or whatever you call them. If the patriotic American in you is already convinced, you can stop watching and go find one in a vintage store near you. But if you're still wondering what makes these pants so great, then let's go back to 1952, the year the OG 107 uniform was introduced. Before then, US soldiers wore herringbone tail pants called fatigues. So when the OG 107 utility pants replaced the HBTs, well, the fatigue name stuck. I wish I could wax lyrical about these pants, but there's really nothing much to say about its design. Basically, what you see is what you get. 8.5 ounce cotton satin, straight cut, button fly, 2 front patch pockets, 2 back patch pockets with flaps, and button side tabs. Though the side tabs, arguably its most useful function, were removed in 1964 along with its small, medium, and large sizing in favor for sizing based on waist and inseam. It saw less use from 1967 onwards as regular, non-special forces units were finally allowed to use the much cooler and much lighter jungle fatigues. More on that in this video. Then 8 years later in 1975, the OG 507 was introduced. It was made from a 50-50 cotton poly blend which made it easier to care for and more resistant to fades. Before production of the OG 107 and 507 were finally discontinued in 1989. So, what's so great about these pants? Well, the fact that it was one of the longest issued US military uniforms and with the pants undergoing minimal changes is a testament to its utilitarian design. And as a menswear enthusiast, what I find most charming is the Hollywood waistband construction. Unlike your typical pants, fatigue pants don't have a true waistband with an interfacing. Instead, the fabric is folded over, then stitched, which gives an unstructured feel. Honestly, I don't know why most brands don't do this when it's a much comfier option. But charming as they are, these pants aren't a perfect specimen. Yes, they're high-rise, fit like jeans, and are soft as chinos, but my god are the front pockets a pain to use. On a lighter note, the faded green from a vintage pair might not be right up your alley. To that I say, you might prefer them as shorts, so just hem them. Else you can consider modern takes in other colorways. Else you can always go custom, which is what I did. So, how can you rock fatigue pants? Well, as Daiki Suzuki says, just treat them like jeans. Or jorts, I guess, if you have fatigue shorts like me. For a casual day out, I like to wear mine with sneakers and a t-shirt, and occasionally with a denim jacket if I feel like layering. A polo shirt works too for a dressier look. For something more mature, I find that chukka boots complement the military vibe of the fatigue pants, but I'll contrast it with a sportier t-shirt or an OCBD, and also layer a jungle jacket if it gets chilly. Really, don't think so hard about it, they're just pants. Until next time, stay subtle.